Today I just wanted to talk to you about something that means a lot to me. Starting a business and becoming an entrepreneur. It pretty much has consumed my life for the last 5 years, and in many different ways, good ways and definitely bad ways. So how did I start? I started off writing apps while I was at uni for a software company in the city. And then one day I met this guy who told me that he was starting a software company, and I thought, why don't I just quit this job? We'll start a business together. We'll get rich. We'll be, tech billionaires. Little did I know that writing apps and having an app development business are very, very different things. If you're going to be a business owner, the first thing I would highly recommend that you realize is the technical role of your business is not what you will be doing. You'll be doing marketing, sales, management, leadership. You'll be thinking about the culture of the company. You'll be hiring people. You'll be firing people. You'll be checking the finances. All of these things have nothing to do with the technical role in your business. And this was the biggest mistake that I made when I first started trying to be an entrepreneur. And I've probably wasted 5 years chasing my tail. And it's really hard to admit that I didn't just take the time to read more books. And I'd love just to share this piece of advice so that anyone who's thinking of being an entrepreneur or starting a business starts on the right foot. Read some books. Read some books about how to start a small business, and you will soon realize that you are not to be the technician. You are not to be the frontline troops as well as everything else. Your role is to attract more clients. That's my whole job description is, how do I bring more business in? How do I feed my family that is Iron Drake? That's my responsibility. And the way I do that is by learning about marketing, sales, how to run a efficient business that doesn't have a lot of overheads that'll end up sinking us. These are all skills that you must learn as a small business owner. And they can be quite overwhelming at first, because say you're an app developer and you've spent, for me, it was about 5 years learning the skill. And then all of a sudden you have to learn how to be a marketer, you have to learn how to be a salesman, you have to understand company structure, you have to understand tax, you have to understand culture, you have to understand how to hire the right people, how to fire people when they're the wrong people. You have to know how to look after your clients. You have to know how to get the right clients. You have to make sure that you're not underquoting. There's so many nuances. And then at the end of the day, you also have to be an expert in your field, so that when you're selling and marketing, you know exactly what your clientele is looking for. So this is just a word of warning from someone who has spent 5 years skinning their knees trying to figure out what's wrong with me. Why can't I run a successful business? And it all just comes down to education. I didn't read enough books, and I just love for anyone else out there who has decided to go on this amazing life transformational journey. I would just love them to realize that just read some books. And a book that I could highly recommend is The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. And this just goes into a few great anecdotes about people who wanted to be a technician and a business owner. And just the misery that you'll come up against. The soul-destroying, self-esteem, corrupting misery that you will face if you don't realize that your responsibility as a business owner is not the technical role of your business. Your responsibility is to attract more clients and to create a system of operation that is amazing, that is essentially amazing at delivering your service. So for me, it's cleaning. All I think about every day is, how do I create the McDonald's of cleaning? How do I systemize it? How do I hire the best people? Well, not even the best people. How do I hire the people with the right attitude that will adopt my system so that we can win? And one quote I love really is, if I can have everyone rowing in the same direction in my company or business, I can take over any industry. And another thing is, there's always room for the best. So you can't make the best business. If I was cleaning every day, I can't make the best cleaning business because I'm not focusing on marketing, sales, culture, talent acquisition. I'm not focused on the way our company is structured, and I'm not focused on the nuances of operating a business that a leader must be concerned with. So this is just a little word of warning from anyone deciding to go out on their own journey. This journey will ask everything of you. So why not prepare yourself? Read some books about how to start a small business, and you will realize you're not to be the technician. You must be the leader that brings in the food for the troops. So please read some books, and I'd love to hear some of the heart-wrenching stories that have happened to you guys in the early days of starting your businesses. Cheers.